I don't want anything anymore. I don't want a house. I don't want kids, any more kids.
Something strange has been going on. This crazy shift. Like, what happened in this world? I was thinking the other day, like, wow, this world has changed so much. And I can see all around the world, it's a lot of people that's starting to feel like they don't want to do this anymore. Not life in general, just going to the constant rat race, trying to get away from the system. They don't want to live that life no more. And a lot of people are calling them crazy for that. But in reality, I understand where they're coming from. Can you blame them? So I'm about to show y'all the things I've been seeing, what's going on around the world. Watch this.
I don't want a relationship. I'm not looking for a partner or a marriage. I'm not looking for a dream job. I'm not looking for a dream career. I don't want to go back to school. I don't really want to learn any more hobbies. I don't want to do anything. I feel broken. Like, I feel like I've lost all motivation to live and to try to achieve things because I really don't feel like it matters. And I feel like all of this is a filthy scheme and trick. And I'm gonna be honest, COVID is what acknowledged or what excited the acknowledgement of this in me. And I cannot go back to normal. I don't know how y'all are doing it. And I'm not suicidal, but I really, really do not see the point of living anymore. Am I alone? Am I just crazy?
So she explained that very well. She is just venting about the things that she's tired of. She's experiencing the shift. She's starting to wake up. She's starting to just realize that she don't want to do it no more. She's losing motivation. And she explained that so well in the video that that's what I've been trying to say. A lot of people who is losing motivation in life don't want to do nothing crazy to themselves. They're just venting how they feel. They're trying to explain that there's so much going on, and they want to see, is there the only person out there, or is there anybody else that feels just like them? That's what she was trying to say, and I like the message. And she ain't say she wanted to be homeless or nothing. So hopefully y'all don't get that in the wrong direction, because she said she don't want no house no more. She was just speaking, okay? She don't want to do nothing. And sometimes you get to that point. You just don't want to do anything. That doesn't make you a bad person. She's expressing her feelings. She's human. A lot of people will consider that complaining. But in reality, it's not complaining. She's human. If you don't express your feelings, and you don't want to go through nothing, you don't want to let it out, they're going to call you a robot eventually. So I feel where she's coming from. A lot of people have been feeling the shift. So I feel where she's coming from. Let's go to the next one.
I don't want a job. I don't want to work. Why do people act like that's a crazy thing to say? I didn't even ask to be alive. You know what's crazy? Let's say you send off 20 applications, like I did, and you get one interview. Now you have to sit at this bullshit table with these bullshit people and tell them, yes, if I was offered a better opportunity than this one, then I wouldn't take it because I'm loyal to this job that I haven't even started yet. And they know you're lying. They know that every single person who walks through their doorway is giving a performance. But that's what they're judging, the performance, because we're all actors playing a script we didn't write. And it's all bullshit. And then they ask, what drives you? Being homeless? You know what doesn't drive me? Waking up at 7 a.m. and thinking, oh yes, I can't wait to make spreadsheets and send emails.
After watching that, that was one of the funniest videos I ever seen. But the way he expressed it, it was unbelievable. Like how he was saying, like, he filled out 20 applications, right? And then they know you lying when they ask you, why do you want this job? And then they ask you what inspires you. You talking about being homeless? What you think I want this job for, man? I don't want to pay all these bills and I ain't got no job to pay them. And then he has a point there. Why do people call that crazy when you say you don't want to work no more? That's the topic that I really want everybody to just really think about. Why are you considered crazy? It's your life. It's what you want to do. And he's just doing what he want to do. Like I stated in the previous video, there's a difference. If you don't want to work and you're not doing nothing, then that's a different story. But if you doing something trying to better yourself, or you making it work the way you making it work and it's making you happy, who am I to judge you? So I feel where he's coming from. Like, you shouldn't be looked at as crazy or anything just because you said you don't want to work. That's just how you feel. And people always take somebody's opinions just out of proportion. Like, in reality, it's like, that's just how that person feels. It's like you get too emotional how other people feel if they don't feel the same way you feel. Like, what's the sense in that? People don't have to feel the same way you feel all the time. But you got some people who just want to disagree with you all the time. Just want to debate you. But in this reality, that's not the case. So when I think about that, he just reached his breaking point. He just told you he filled out 20 applications. And then, like he said, the company know that you lying to them. They just ask you these crazy questions because they waiting to get their lick back. Because once they know that you lying, they're going to start lying to you. Once you get in a job, they're going to be talking about you going to get a raise. You ain't going to never get no raise. They're going to start saying you can do all the overtime you want. They're going to start cutting your hours. They know you lie. They just lie better. And it's nothing personal. It's just business. So let's go to the next video.
I don't want any more unsolicited advice from anyone on anything. I've had enough. I've had enough people just randomly give me their opinions that nobody asked for, and I definitely didn't ask for, and yet they still gave it to me. My face showed that I didn't want the advice, and yet they just kept going. They just kept talking, multiple sentences, paragraphs being spoken, full-on TED Talks, basically PowerPoint presentations being given to me on something that I didn't even ask for. It's like, I don't want unsolicited advice anymore. If I want advice, I have special people in my life that I'll go to for advice. My best friends, my wife, my family members, whoever it is, I have people that I want actual advice from. And believe me, I'll ask for advice if I want it. Unless it's a question, I don't need advice. If I'm going somewhere, I'm doing something, just let me do it. Tell me it'll be fun. I don't need the unsolicited advice. And I feel like 99% of the time, the people that are giving unsolicited advice are the people that shouldn't be giving advice at all. And 9 out of 10 times, the advice that they give is just terrible anyway. So it's like, why would I listen to you in the first place? Like, have you not realized I don't want your advice? I've told you that before, explicitly and maybe unexplicitly, and yet they still give me that advice. So I'm tired of it. I don't want any more unsolicited advice from anyone. From here on out, no more.
Well, I guess this would be a bad time to just give my advice. This guy mean to the mud. He talking about he don't want no advice from nothing. He just tired of everything. So I guess this just a bad time to just express how I feel. Like how he said, he not gonna listen anyway. He saying my advice is probably terrible. So he to the point that everything is terrible to him now. He don't want to hear it no more. And I know where he's coming from. Sometimes people do feel that way when they post on social media. When they want to express their feelings, they feel like they just don't want to hear advice anymore. I get it. I don't feel that way, but I get it. But in reality, when you put yourself out there on the net, you're going to have opinions. But that's just how you feel. I just caught him at a bad time. So we're going to go to the next video.
How many people just don't want to do anything anymore? Like, I don't want to work. I don't want to do chores. I don't want to do grocery shopping. I don't want to do anything but whatever I feel like doing in that moment. I don't want to have to go to sleep at a certain time because I have to get ready and have enough sleep for the next day for work. I don't even have a desire sometimes to even like go out. I don't want to literally do anything. It's not like I don't have a will to live. Like, I do want to live. I want to live a fulfilling life. I get up every day and I'm like, something has to change. I just genuinely don't want to like work. And I know I can't be the only person who thinks that or who feels that way. And not even necessarily be like, oh, my man takes care of me and he works and, you know, I don't have to work, but he works. That's both just to be home. Not even home. But like, I want us both just to be living our life and not having to stress about money. Because at the end of the day, life is more than just about making money and paying bills. Like, no one thinks about that. When you're like gone, like no one thinks, oh yeah, you know, they were a hard worker and they always paid their bills. Like, nobody thinks about that. I just feel like life is so much into that right now. Like, working, paying your bills, waking up the next day, working, paying your bills. I don't feel like doing that anymore. I don't want to. I'm like so over it. Like, I'd rather just make money in my sleep, however way that goes. But I don't feel like doing it anymore. I just don't want to.
I understand exactly where she's coming from. Now, don't get confused, y'all. Some people will look at the video and interpret that and just put it together and say, well, to me, it feels like she want to be lazy. She don't want to work. That's not what she's saying. She basically saying that she just don't feel like doing it no more. She's not motivated to do it anymore. And she's trying to reach out to see how many people feel just like her. And she said some key things that a lot of y'all probably didn't pick up. Some of y'all picked up. But the key things that she expressed, which I like the best, is when she said that she just don't want to be remembered like just going to work paying bills. I don't blame her. And in this video, in this situation, it sounds like she just wants financial freedom. She said she don't want to have to worry about money no more. And that's why a lot of people are so upset. A lot of people trip about money. They trip about spending money. They don't know how money works. It's like you work so much just to pay your bills just to be broke again. So that's why you're tripping about everything you're spending. So in reality, she want to live a different life. She tired of the same thing over and over. That's what she's trying to explain. So hopefully you got what she was trying to explain. So another thing she said, I used to think about this a lot, like how she was saying, she just don't want to be remembered just to pay bills. And that's good that she's working in society and doing her part, going to work, paying bills, staying out of trouble. She wants to be remembered for more than that. She wants to leave a better legacy. She wants her kids to be like, my mother was a hero. And your parents are still heroes in their own way. Them just providing for you, they're still heroes. But she want to be like a super hero. So that's what I got out the video. And I think, yeah, she should just work. But she should always have a plan. And then when she put her plan together and change her mindset and really execute her plan and do her plan, I think she will be financially free soon. Because like she was saying, she trying to figure out what can make her become financially free. She said she haven't figured it out. She said, I don't know. I just want to be able to go to sleep and my money is making money. That sounds like she want to become an investor or something. I don't know. So that's my take on that one. Let's go to the next one.
Yes, I would rather be outside in nature. Yes, I would rather take my time making meals from scratch. Yes, I would love to be outside tending to animals. Yes, I would love to be teaching and learning and living off grid and in nature. Yes, I would rather learn and go forward and do all the things that we are naturally supposed to do. I would rather do that than go into a building for 8 to 12 hours a day and hate my life. Why is natural way of living so crazy for people to understand? The concept that we are so far gone in our evolution that natural living sounds delusional. I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. Okay? I want to wake up every single day motivated and happy that I woke up. I'm not here to trade my time, okay, for someone else's happiness. My abundance is based off of my peace and my alignment and nothing outside of that, okay?
Now this one is fascinating. She says she'd rather resort to nature than work a 9 to 5. She'd rather listen to the animals, be in nature, just being free, than going to a shift every day. She don't want to just go to work every day, constantly having a supervisor babysitting her, threatening to fire her, or do anything they want to, treating her unfair. Not everybody at a job gets treated unfair, but some jobs have their favorites. It's a fact. This ain't nothing made up. This is a fact. And you may not be their favorite. So if you're not their favorite, you're going to get the poor treatment. So at the end of the day, she feel like she don't want to deal with the commotion and chaos. So that's why a lot of people just don't want to work no more. They don't feel like they free. They feel like they caged. Even though you can get off your shift and it's not complaining. So if you think it's complaining, I think you can consider it something else. I don't think it's complaining. She just expressing how she feel. But to sum it up, so basically, you know what they always say. If you don't work, you don't eat. So we can't escape work. But what can we do to start living life again to how we used to live life again? Reminiscing all the good memories, taking us back to the good old times. Back in the day is what they say. And then the more and more you get older, the more and more you're going to realize that you're alone more than ever. But it's starting to feel like if you don't work, you don't eat saying, it's not adding up. It's like you still going to work, but you barely eating. Let me know if that makes sense. It's starting not to make sense. So that's why they feel like that. And it's probably years built up of frustration. She's so frustrated, she resorted to peace. She don't even let you see she frustrated no more. So that's how crazy it is out here. It's a cold world. And it's going to get a lot colder. And a lot of people are doing things different. And they frowning upon that. The system don't like that. So that's why they mad. I knew it was a reason why, but I had to get to the bottom of it. What's so much going on? All this chaos. All these wars. People panicking. So let me know your thoughts on that situation. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. It's about to get even more crazier. All right.